Welcome back to another Hoppy Hour here, ladies and gentlemen. And today, by request from one of our viewers, from one of our subscribers, from the man, the myth, the leprechaun, Sean Moody has requested that we review the Leinenkugel Summer Shandy, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know we have reviewed a Summer Shandy on this segment, on this series before. That was a local one from one of our friends here in Minnesota. This one, I mean, Americans love this. Midwesterners love this. Shoot, my roommate loves it so much that he drinks it in the winter, not even in the summer. Actually, he also drinks it in the summer. So let's pour this shit up. We will taste it, we will review it, and then we will rate it on Untapped. As always, if you have any suggestions for beers, liquors, tier lists that you want me to dive into here on this series, drop a comment, like and subscribe, and let's pour this shit up. Holy shit. I smell so much freaking lemon already. Let's get it. All right, like I said in the opening segment, we have Jacob Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy here, as requested by our friend Sean Moody. For those who don't know anything about this brewery, it is a massive brewery that actually has a ton of other beers out of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. And for those who don't know anything about shandies, I'm gonna admit I didn't do a good rundown on the last Shandy review of what a Shandy is. It's essentially a beer mixed with something special, whether that's soda, juices, fruit, etc. This one in particular, ladies and gentlemen, is a traditional wheat beer filled with so much lemon. Now, not necessarily lemonade, it made that very, very clear, but lemon. I love wheat beers, so a German style beer mixed with a ton of lemon to make it oh so refreshing. You don't want to drink these warm, ladies and gentlemen, but it is described as being a crisp, refreshing beer, perfect for summer, inspired by Franz Kugler, whose Munich tavern was overrun with thousands of thirsty bicyclists. This sounds German as fuck. He mixed beer with lemonade and it was a hit. Like his, our doors are always open, so come visit the Leinenkugel family. My doors are always open here too, ladies and gentlemen. Unless you're hockey from home, because I got bars on my window because of you. Though it was inspired by mixing lemonade with beer, from all the reviews that I've watched, from everything that I've read, and from what other people have said on Untapped, this isn't a straight up lemonade and wheat beer. It's more focused on lemon rather than lemonade. But that's what everyone says about it. Now it's my turn to review it. Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Cheers, everybody. Nice color to it as well. This glass is way too fancy. Sorry ahead of time to my roommate Joe if I break it. Cheers, everybody. Oh my God. It's so refreshing. God, I should have done this whole beer review outside, to be perfectly honest. This is one of the most refreshing beers I've ever had. Wow. It's so light, it's so easy to drink. Now, you get that bitterness that you get in traditional wheat beers. Wheat beers have a little bit more of a kick than your traditional lager, so that it is a very light-bodied beer, as you can see. A little bit of a haze, but honestly that's probably coming from more of the lemon than anything, but you can see it's very light in tone, despite having a little bit of a haze to it. Most wheat beers are this color. Most wheat beers have a little bit of a kick to it. What I love about this is there's a little bit of sweetness, obviously inspired by lemonade and beer. Little bit of sweetness, but not overpowering as far as the sugar side of things. God, the lemon complements a wheat beer so well. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I've put a little bit of lemon juice or a lemon wedge inside many of my wheat beers before. You don't have to do that because this is already it. I've almost finished it already. These are way too crushable inside or on a hot summer's day. I was actually just guzzling them down the last time I was at my friend's cabin and we were paddleboarding, we were on the pontoon. Pretty much every moment that we were outside playing Beersby in the lake, we were just downing these, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they come in at 4.2%. So not only is it light in color, in essence, it also is a light beer. And if you're a fan of wheat beers, or even if you're not the biggest fan of wheat beers, but you like, shoot, lemonade, or just lemon in your drinks, cocktails, or even just lemon water, you'll love this. You can like this and not even be a fan of wheat beers. Again, there's a little bit of a bite to it. It is a little bitter, very much because of the all-encompassing lemon, not just the lemonade. You can taste almost that zestiness in it. I would say it's more bitter. The bite comes from it more from the zestiness of the lemon versus that wheat beer. I love this, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I wish I had like 3 more that I could drink on camera here, but you guys don't want to see me get that messy, and Joe, my roommate, doesn't want to see me break his glass. So let's snap a quick pick for Untapped. I'll give my official rating and we'll see what the community has to say about it as well. All right, so on Untapped, it actually is described as a super refreshing traditional wheat beer with natural lemon flavor. It also gives some, and this is from the Leinenkugel's page on Untapped specifically, they say it actually pairs well with lighter and brighter foods like shrimp quesadillas, pan-seared scallops, lemon vinaigrette, or lemon chicken with pasta. And honestly, I dig every single one of those options. Before I give my rating here, let's see what the community has to say. So it got an average rating, 301,000 reviews on the Summer Shandy here. It got an average rating of 3.53. My friends who've reviewed it, out of the 6 friends of mine who've reviewed it, they've given it an average of 3.42. And as I'm scrolling through the community here, 3.75, 3, 3.5, 3.25. Okay, so no one's given it a 4, and I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, mother.
It's a macro beer company. Though it's very consistent, I've never had a bad one. I've never had one that's like better than the rest. It's massively produced. I'm sure maybe from a bottle or straight up from the tap, it's obviously a better drinking experience. Not an old can from the cabin a few weeks ago. Shoot, this one actually might be from a year ago. And it's still damn good and refreshing. Everyone kind of rated it and gave a similar review to mine. My review read simply, always consistent, super refreshing. I love me some lemons. I gave it a 3.25, and that's no shot at it at all, ladies and gentlemen. It's just simple and refreshing. There's nothing really more to it. And maybe it's because I've given some really good craft beers like a 3.5 and been a little critical on like some things in regards to how it's brewed, its taste like that. I can't give something that's massively produced and though really good, but this simple, anything more than a 3.25. If I gave it a 3.5, I don't know, it would have to be something a little bit more spectacular in my opinion. It would have to be something that I want to seek out year round. Now, would I drink this in the dead of winter? Sure. Beer is beer, ladies and gentlemen. Just like I am with coffee. If I was rich, I would be a coffee snob. I love the high-end and fun coffees. But I also just drink black coffee from a shitty coffee maker every day, or gas station coffee. Quick Trip, I love you, but your coffee ain't anything special. I'm kind of the same with beer. I love craft beer. I love barrel-aged beer. I love hazy IPAs, West Coast IPAs. I love really high-end beer from amazing breweries. I'll also drink Lucky Lagers and hams all day, every day, ladies and gentlemen. So I promise I'm not being a snob in regards to my review here. Just because it's a macro brewery, I'm not giving it anything more than a 3.25. I think 3.25, hell, I think 3.5 for those who really like wheat beers and especially lemon type beers. Sure, I got nothing wrong with that rating. I just couldn't get it there. So I gave it a 3.25. I said it was always consistent, it is refreshing, and I love lemons. Let me know your rating. Let me know your thoughts on the American favorite, Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy. As always, comment what beers, liquors, tier lists you want me to dive into on the next one. Like and subscribe, and until next time, enjoy the sun, wear your damn sunscreen. Cheers. All right, time to get a tan on.